Welcome back. It's time to get another check of your weather with meteorologist Thomas Geboy. And Thomas, I know you must be busy. We have so much going on, so much snow out there this morning.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at widespread wet weather across the entire Beehive State, but in the overnight alone, we have seen some significant snow, especially in the northern half of the state. Brighton picked up over a foot of snow in the last 24 hours. We're at 20 inches at Powder Mountain, over a foot of snow in Sandy. We're closing in on a foot of snow at Salt Lake City International Airport, and Tooele reporting a foot of snow, but that was during the overnight hours. And since it has continued to snow in Tooele since then, I fully anticipate that we have seen over a foot of snow in the Tooele Valley. And speaking of that, here's the view from Erta, where that snow is still coming down. And on the left-hand portion of your screen, you can kind of see a vehicle that's almost buried in the snow out there this morning. If you have to get out on the roadways, chances are you're probably going to have to dig out your car if you don't have covered parking. This is the view in daybreak where snow is actively falling, but we have the dark conditions still sticking around. But as we make our way down into southern Utah, we're seeing some healthy snow continuing to fall in Cedar City. This is a view with our Southern Utah University camera network. And as we've gone throughout this morning, we've been talking about rain in St. George. That rain has transitioned over into snow, even in lower Washington County. So even St. George this morning is seeing rain now. While we're not expecting significant accumulations down in St. George, some minor accumulations today can't be completely ruled out. We're sitting at 34 degrees, so anything that's falling right now in St. George likely not sticking, at least down in St. George. But we're at 26 in Salt Lake City, and with temperatures that are likely going to stay in the 20s as we go through the day today. Even though we might not see quite as much by this afternoon, anything that falls is going to stick, and we're going to be looking at those slippery roads. The cold front is now working its way into southeastern Utah, so in portions of southeastern Utah, we're seeing times of rain, but that will eventually transition over to snow once the cold front moves through. A heavy band of snow continues to work its way along the Wasatch Front, especially near Point of the Mountain right now. We also see some pretty heavy snow around Tooele, and in the mountains, we're seeing times of heavy snow, and steady snow continues to fall in places like Cache Valley. Then in the southern portion of the state, even though the radar looks relatively calm between Beaver and Nephi, it's not that way. It's just the radar has a hard time seeing. I-15 is a mess, to say the least, this morning. Cedar City seeing snow, and we're seeing that rain transitioning over to snow across lower Washington County. Even have a few rumbles of thunder near the Colorado River Basin, where we're looking at low elevation rain and high elevation snow, and that will eventually mostly change over to snow as we go throughout the next couple of hours. Winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories blanket most of the Beehive State. Most of these are going to continue through at least this evening, with some of these winter storm warnings continuing even through tomorrow morning. By the time all is said and done, an additional 10 inches plus expected for most of our mountains, with some of our mountains definitely going to see over another foot of snow, maybe upwards of 2 feet. An additional 5 inches plus for most of our mountain valleys, including the Wasatch back. An additional 2 inches plus for most of our valleys. Winter driving conditions and strong winds. And speaking of those strong winds, we still have the high wind warnings and the wind advisories for south central Utah and southeastern Utah as the cold front's moving through. And these will be continuing through at least this morning. Could see some gusts on the magnitude of 65 to 70 miles per hour, and that has more or less played out, especially in southwestern Utah during the overnight hours, where we clocked a wind gust of 63 miles per hour in St. George. And even though in northern Utah we don't have wind alerts, it is still very windy, to say the least. We had a wind gust of 30 miles per hour in Salt Lake, 34 miles per hour in Provo, and as we go through today in northern Utah, those winds are likely going to be gusting between 20 and 30 miles per hour. Let's go and begin the FUTURECAST, and it's likely going to continue to be messy at least over the next several hours. But once we see the cold front move into Colorado, we're mainly going to be looking at wraparound moisture, but still a pretty decent chance for snow showers no matter where you are across the Beehive State. We might see the weather calm down just a little bit going into this evening, but we can't completely eliminate the chance for snow showers across the state, with a better chance especially continuing up in the high terrain. Then as we go into Thursday, another system will be approaching from our southwest, and we'll be looking at another good chance for snow showers from our Thursday afternoon through Thursday night, and possibly even into our Friday as well. Active weather, now that it's here, it is here to stay, but the bulk of the impacts especially are going to be felt out there this morning with some very nasty road conditions. A daytime high only coming in at 29 in Salt Lake, 29 in Delta, 29 in Cedar City, 44 in St. George. And that's a little bit misleading because since the cold fronts move through, we might be able to sneak back into the 40s, and we'll see the good chance for wet weather across the entire state through today, with a chance of rain and snow showers in St. George, with the daytime high again in the 40s, dropping into the 20s tonight. Snow showers a possibility for Thursday, then rain and snow showers Friday, then a better chance for exclusively rain Saturday into Sunday, then maybe even bringing back a chance for some additional rain showers by the middle of next week. Snow showers along the Wasatch Front and in northern Utah as we go through today. Breezy conditions, windy conditions for our Thursday. Chance for snow, with that best chance being from Thursday afternoon through the first portion of Friday. Saturday looking mostly dry at this point, then bringing back an additional chance for some wet weather Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday of next week.